Hi, you are welcome to Edubbey Dynamic Solution. We provide you smart fee solution to manage tuition fee in your school. To set up is quite easy. You only need to set up once and you use every term and every year. And for the parents, they can easily log in to their account through a laptop or using their smartphone. Then whenever you invoice them, they will see notification alert, and you can always remind them about the tuition fee as well. Now, to get started, you just have to click here and you put your school name, your email, and your password. Then you will receive an email from SmartFee. Then you have to log into your email and verify. Then immediately you will land in here. So you can easily set up this within just few minutes. So you put your school information and you put your school information just like this. You put your logo, your school name, your phone number, email. Then after that, if you want to collect payments online, you can always put your payment gateway information here. We do have 4 options: Paystack, Flutterwave, Remita, Monify. This is not compulsory, but if you want to receive payment online from the parent, you can always set up this. Then notification, you can go for SMS, WhatsApp, and email, but email is actually in the system automatically. Then custom domain, you can put the name of your website here or the name of your school. For example, let's say alamin.getsmartfee.com, or you can always customize your own domain. Then plan and usage, this is where you subscribe for the platform. Then after you are done with the settings, then straight away you have to see your dashboard. In the dashboard here, you can easily see how much money you collect so far, then the total number of the students in your school, or the total number of the students who have made the payments, then the outstanding, then how much you have collected this month. And we have an AI feature here, which actually show you the total amount or all the basic information about the system, like how much you received today, then this week, then who is actually owing, then any suggestion or whatsoever. For example, you can even type here like who is owing. So if you type here, the system will actually check all the list of the students or the list of the parents who are actually owing you and the total amount that each are owing. So then after that, you can see your payroll. For some of you who want to maintain your salary, the payroll, then you see some graphs here, which shows the total number of the invoice, the paid and partial, those who didn't pay completely, the debtors, the recent payments. Then you can see all the invoices you sent to the parents. Now, coming back here, the students, this is where you put all the students. You can always edit any students. You put their information and you click on Save Changes. Then also you can import. Let's say you have your student data in Excel file, you can always import so that you don't have to type one by one. Or if you have it on the paper as well, you can just attach the image here. Then our OCR is going to extract all the information. You confirm and you can click. This is how to import. Just in one click, you can have all your students here. Then from this page, you can always provide your student an ID card as well. This one, it can be actually designed to your taste. So based on whatever you want in your school. So you can put your school details here, their name, then the QR code, which actually links to your school details. Then also, if you want, you can actually give each student a dedicated account. So this what they normally use in universities. So when each student, they have their own dedicated account. So by the time parents pay to that account, then it will reconcile immediately to the invoice that you give them. So that one student, if they spend like maybe 5 years or 6 years in your school, or even longer than that, they maintain just only one account, and all the payments their parents already pay for them since day one they join the school until they graduate, they can actually find it through only single account. And if you are using just only one account for all your students as well, then you don't have to generate this. So this is not compulsory, it's just an additional service. Now, when you click on parents, you can put all the details of the parents here as well. So you can send them a link, or you upload all the parents here. Basically, when you create a student, you are actually creating the parent. Guardian means the parent. You put their phone number, you put the parent's email. So all the information you put is going to appear here, and you can actually invite them. So when you invite them, so for those who are used to their email, that's fine. They will receive the link. For example, if I click here now, immediately I will receive an email. So which is actually pointing that someone already invites me to join the system. Then you can download this one. Also, this is a card. You can download it and you give it to each student in your school so that they give to their parents. So it's a rate like this. So open your account, just scan. All what the parent needs to do just to scan this. When they scan this, then they will be directed immediately to their account. Then they will see the tuition fee of their children, and they can easily pay, upload their receipt. You will receive their receipt, and the school receipt will be automatically generated for them. Now, if this is clear, then let's go to classes. This one is just one-time setup. You set up all the classes, you add the classes as many as you want. Then later, in the following year, you can easily promote all the students from one class to another so that you don't have to do this manually. Then also, we have academic year. You can set up the academic year, this 2025-2026 for the new academic year. Then when you have the academic year, you can set up the term, also term 1, term 2, term 3, the start and end. When you are done with that, the next thing is to invoice. You have to invoice the parents. You want to ask them to pay, right? Every single payment before must have an invoice. Invoice is like you are asking the parent to pay. Now, when you click on add invoice or you generate invoice, for example, all GS1 students, you can actually generate an invoice for them. Like when is it going to due? It will due this date. Then it should carry forward any balance they are owing you. Then which fee is going to be involved? You have to set up all the fee. Let's say I don't want uniform, just only this much. When you click on generate, then all the students you see, so the first students here, because so some of them they've already paid earlier. So all the students they will get a notification. So their parents on their email, they will get notification. Also on their mobile phone, they will get notification. Then based on this, when they make the payment, they are going to upload their receipts. They make the payment. You can see some of them can pay by card and some of them can use PayStack. And some of them, they come to school, you receive the payment from them, then you can actually manually record their payments here. All right. The payment can also be cash and you can always download this to see the receipts or what they used to pay. So this one you see is paid and Sadiq Yusuf and GS1, you can see what they pay for. And to verify the receipt is not fake, then you have the QR code here. Now, coming back to this, you have the list of the receipts here. Then we have the fee management, and this is where you determine all the fee you want to collect in your school and the total amount. And you can have the fee structure as well. So which fee is going to be paid by each class? Which fee is going to be paid by each class? This is just one-time setup. You can set up discount as well. For example, you have sibling discounts, you have staff discounts, and any other discounts you want to have. Then we do have automatic rule here. For example, if someone have sibling discount, sibling discount is going to apply on the first child or on the second child. Then if someone have staff and also do you want the fixed amount for the staff or just only percentage of a tuition fee or of the whole fee and things like that. So this can easily be set up just only once. Then you can use this system to manage your expenses. Whenever you buy something, you can always manage your expenses. For example, let's say you buy food and that one is 2,000 naira and this date, and you choose from where that's utility. If you want to write any notes, you say nothing. For now, you can always click here, then the expenses will be there. So then this is actually waiting for approval. Then since you are the school owner, just click here to approve. So the expenses, and it can be deleted as well. Then we have the payroll. The payroll is to manage the salary for the staff, and that will actually help you to know how much money enters. So minus the salaries, the expenses, then you can know the profits in your school. So you can always set up payroll for each month, and you just type how much is the total amount for each teacher. Then when you set up your payroll, when you click here, email, then the payslip will be actually sent to that teacher. So on their email, they will receive the payslip. On their phone as well, they will receive the payslip. Then we have reconciliation, and this one is bank reconciliation. This is when what you have in your bank account, you are not sure who actually made that payment, or you want to reconcile the payment in your bank account together with the invoices you have in the system. You just have to, instead of doing it manually, you can just import your bank account here, and that will reconcile things for you. Then we do have your reports here. So collection, how much you collect so far, you have outstanding, those that are owing you money. Then income versus expenses, you can easily see that here. Then based on data as well. Then by fee, so tuition fee, which one the student pay more. Then for outstanding, for those who didn't pay on time, you can easily see that one here. Then simulator is a very nice features that is very, very important. So for example, let's say you say in this new academic year, what about if I have 10 students in GS1 and their tuition fee is 40,000 naira, then for second fee, let's say I still have another for the first time, second time, and third term. Second term is 40,000 naira and third term is 45,000 naira. So it means this much I will generate from them. What about if I have 15 students for GS2, then I have 30,000, this is 34,000, and this is 34,000 as well. So this will actually help us to plan that in the whole year, how much you can generate, and you can look at your financial structure, then how you are going to pay the salaries and things like this. So this is quite important. Instead of doing this manually on Microsoft Excel, you can quickly do it on the system. Then we do have a notification here. So which you can set up automatic alert, which is very, very important here. When you set up a notification here, it looks like this. You want to use how to send push notification together with email. All the unpaid invoices, all right? then you want to send them a notification on Monday and Wednesday, Thursday, and also Friday. That's 4 times in a week. What time? 10 a.m. Then this one is going to be dear parents, invoice number for student has a balance of this. Majority of the parents, they actually want to pay the money, but it's just that the more we remind them, then the better it is. That's why we are bringing you this solution, which is Get Smart Fee. So to collect your many schools that are using this, they actually give us a positive response, because instead of channel your energy on calling the parent, the system can actually do that for you automatically. So for example, on 10 a.m. every morning, so Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, if you click on save, then all these parents, all those that are actually that are owing, so they are going to receive notification. And you can always pause it anytime if you feel like you want to pause it, and you can have as many rules as possible. You see, the one we do now is anyone with an outstanding balance, anyone with unpaid invoices. For those who have paid partially, you can have another message for them. Dear parent, please kindly complete your payment and things like that. And every single day, in as much as they turn on their phone, for sure they will receive a notification. So, and you can use AI to generate this as well. Just write down whatever you want to click here, then click on generate, then it will generate the message for you. This is what you have under notification. Then under staff, of course, you put all the details of your staff here, and you can have some permission for some of them, especially if you have any front desk or you have an accountant in your school. Then campus is when you have many schools. So, and you want to manage all the schools from one system. It's quite easy for you. At least you can compare these schools we are making money, this we are not making money, this the total number of the students is this, and in another school, how much they are owing in this school, how much they are owing in another school. So this is quite useful. That's for those who have many campuses. Then audit trail, this is quite important as well. You have access to every single thing that is happening in the system. If for whatever reason anybody log in from your staff, they log into the system and they change anything, you as a school admin, you can easily see exactly what they do and when they do it. So audit, and this one you cannot delete it. So the time, the date, everything is there. Then finally, you have the settings. I started with this one earlier. You have you have settings. So this is all what we have for you as far as our system is concerned. So if you have any question, just let us know. So thank you very much.